before I met you. All right, we are getting Discord in here. There we go. All right. This one, hopefully, with better internet. All right. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, we got live. Beautiful. Hey, oh, everyone's coming in already. How's it going? I am pulling this up. How am I, Melodia? I am doing fine. I need to catch up on sleep at some point, but that is a challenging prospect on tour. Hey Roy, hey Beaten Noodle, hey Zekaru. You two make music videos on your channel? Awesome. Cool. What type of stuff? Where am I touring today? So, okay. I'll give you a little rundown. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. Yeah, I know. We're in different parts of the world, so it may not be morning where you are. Okay, so Wednesday, I flew into Boston, and then we went to Maine and played Maine on Thursday. Last night, we played a place in Natick, Massachusetts, which is, again, a burb of Boston, like maybe an hour out of Boston. And then we are, tabla, very cool. Oh, piano too, and ukulele. That is diverse. Has anyone told you look? Wow, Chopin enthusiast. From you, unbelievable. No, it's fine. And then yesterday was Natick, and then today actually is a fun place to play. It's in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And so Plymouth is actually where the Mayflower landed. So Plymouth Rock is right there. I don't know how much you guys know U.S. history, but it's like the place where people, one of the big first settlements, that's where they settled. So it's very historic. This whole area is very historic, much more historic than where I am. Saludos desde Chile. Awesome. Well, hi from currently the East Coast, but typically the Midwest of the United States. Good afternoon, dude. Yeah, it's 15:06 here. Yeah, I could totally see that. What songs will I be playing on tour? Well, what songs will I be playing today? Well, on tour it's all the same. This is you wanted to be the first one today. You were pretty fast. There are some people that obviously have notifications on, which I greatly appreciate, by the way. Thank you. But it's quite impressive. It's challenging. It's challenging to be first. I hate to say it, especially since I don't necessarily always stream. Like, for example, I'm streaming at 8, but I'm on East Coast time now. So it's an hour earlier. So you're kind of screwed, unfortunately. You play guitar? That is awesome, dude. In terms of songs that I'm playing on tour, it's all music. Someone was asking, because I streamed the first concert, and people were asking, like, what style is this? Yeah, and I'm always slow on Discord. Someone was asking, it's all music of Eric Clapton. And if you don't know who Eric Clapton is, I won't bore you with a big, long story. But basically, Eric Clapton is a legacy blues rock musician. There is a Discord. Here, hold on. Actually, Chopin, oh no, hold on. I think they fixed it. I think I can actually invite people. Yes, the Discord is really, really great because people can ask questions in there, and yeah, I can play. Do you want me to play Golden or Your Idol? Let's do a little bit of Your Idol. I want to work up a better arrangement of Your Idol. I don't know as well as Golden, so we'll work on that in just a second. Let me finish saying, so I'm playing music from Eric Clapton. I kind of lucked out. So tribute bands are a huge business in the United States. It's probably one of the best ways to make a decent, like, part-time little bit of income playing and touring with tribute bands, because the appetite to hear bands like in the past were like, it's huge, because all those guys are really, really old now. Eric Clapton turned 80 this year. And the cool thing about Eric Clapton's music is it's blues, which means I can just basically improvise a lot of it. And a lot of it is just off the cuff, which is great, because other people, they'll be playing like the Eagles, or they'll be playing Tom Petty, and it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I've been trying to write drums for background music that I can use in YouTube videos for an hour, and I just don't understand this instrument. It's a thing anywhere. I believe that. I mean, it has to be, because you had the cultural impact of the birth of rock and roll and pop, modern pop music, like we were talking about yesterday with the 60s, right? And all those people are getting near end of life and looking back. And for even people my age, it's still super nostalgic, because I was listening to my parents listening to it. So. See, hey dude, you need to join the Discord so that you can help Chopin Enthusiast out. That's how it works. I don't have to always be the one with all the answers. We can talk about that in just a second, Melodia, too. Back to check my streak. 3 days so far. Nice, Extreme. Can you play past lives? Sure. You think you're a bit behind on the live video, but it's okay. You can try to just scroll it to the top all the way. You know what the bass drum and snare does, but that's it. We can get into it a little bit on here. Let's answer a couple more of these, and then I want to do a little bit more. I want to get more of a vibe on Your Idol. I'm just reading it right now. Thank you. I play a lot of percussion instruments, but I upload specific instruments in which I play well, but there's no reach on my channel. Melodia, there's no reach on anybody's channel. So the problem is, it used to be there was so little content on YouTube that YouTube basically just pushed it on everybody. And everybody was looking for more videos to watch because there's so little on there. Now there's a ton on there. And I would actually argue in the long form, it's oversaturated. In the short form, it's undersaturated. And now you're probably pulling your hair out because you're like, how in the world is that possible? There are so many shorts and there's so few long form videos in comparison. But it's just what people consume, right? And how much they consume. So an average human being, an average modern person, probably consumes 100 to maybe even 1,000 short videos a day. So now, pare them down to their niche, right? Maybe it's somebody who loves tabla. Are there 1,000 tabla videos uploaded every single day? Are there 1,000 Tabla videos that this type of person would like uploaded every single day? You start to see the point that I'm trying to make. So the first thing I'd say, Melodia, if you haven't tried, is try some shorts, but actually pay attention to what the algorithm is telling you to do. Do you need to make it a little longer? Do you need to make it a little shorter? Anyway, that's probably too much information. But like the live, absolutely like the live. Clapton is a great guitarist. I don't think that Guitar World and Rolling Stones were right putting him on second place of their top 100. Those lists are always so dumb. So dumb. Jimmy Page is far better in my opinion. There's a lot of people who are far better than Clapton. What I would say Clapton is world class at is being relevant and writing new, fresh music to fit each decade. There's very few musicians that actually are successful with that. I think the Beatles in their time were very successful with that. I think David Bowie is very successful with that. But most musicians get very stagnant with what they write. That's what I would say he's top on that list for sure. Dude, if you're chronically online, it would not surprise me if you've watched 1,000 shorts in a day. That sounds insane, but okay. All right, let's do a little thought experiment here. I got my phone up. I got TikTok open or YouTube Shorts open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just did 5 right there. You see what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Yeah, Melodia, there's a ton of tricks. You can join the Discord too. It doesn't have to all be music stuff. Okay, all right. I will do the math for you because you guys are freaking out. How much time do you spend on your phone? Let's say you spend 7 hours on your phone and 5 hours is just short form content, which sounds insane, but that's not crazy. Also, I think you guys are thinking like you're still in school. These people are not necessarily in school. So 5 times 60, that gives us the minutes, 300. Now we need the seconds. 300 times 60 is, so now we have 18,000 seconds that they're spending watching shorts. Then we divide that by 10. Do you know how much they would watch if they watched 10-second shorts? And I'm not even saying watching the whole thing. I'm saying swiping by. 1,800 shorts. You are watching way more shorts than you think you are, okay? 1,000 is not too high. It's maybe too low. 5 hours of short form is already insane to begin with. Chopin enthusiast, I love your naivete because I can tell you right now, let's do a little bit of a poll. How much screen time? Do you want to look at your screen time or no? I want to play Extreme. Extreme's request. Past lives, let me pull that up. I may go back to your idol. Celine song. Let's see, past lives. Oh, Borns? That sounds more like it. Not 16 hours for me, but pretty bad considering I ended up working. 16 hours? Whoo! That is insane screen time. No judgment here. Here's the problem. This is the way I justify it. I justify it by the fact that it's part of my work. But yeah, I mean, it's like 8. It's like 8 hours pretty much every day. Can we make polls in the chat? We can. Here, actually, hold on. If I... Hang on, Chopin enthusiast, I'm removing your power for 2 seconds so I can give you more power. I think this allows you now to make polls, but try it. Unemployed be like, oh no. No, I think the employed people are almost more chronically online than the unemployed people. I mean, yes, of course, the unemployed people, but 2 to 3 hours is my screen time. It just depends on what you have to do. Yeah, and no, and Chopin enthusiasts, I'm in the same boat. I have a huge amount of screen time, but it's all watching long form. So 20 hours is my record. Wow. Yeah, because you're just staring, working on records. Yeah. Want to just not have a phone anymore, but it's way too important. Yeah, I try to do as much on my laptop as I can. It's just in my personal opinion, it's a much easier to break the addiction. thing. All right, somebody asked a song and transcribed one of the songs I sent you. We could in at some point. Hold on. Queen Fei Su Nian, support Mr. and Miss. Hopefully you're still in here because we got distracted, but is that a musician? Fei Su Nian? Oh, okay. She won something? Cool. You really need to stop going? How many coffee you drink to get 23 hours in a day? Whoa, how are you even still alive? Hey, Ramses, you saw one of my videos? Yeah, I am. Long live Logic Pro and Ableton. Yeah, Ableton's great. You need to figure out the pull thing. It doesn't, here, I can do it on mine. What do you want the pull to be? Is it a screen time pull? Is it a what are we pulling here? Also, we don't have a ton of people on right now because we probably just need to play some more music. What do you guys want to hear today? So hard. I will say, how much can a guy make from being a good producer? Oh, no, mods can't do it. Okay, all right, just tell me. Okay, I didn't know that. You want more screen time from people? No. So here's the thing. I think you just have to understand this has got really all in the weeds on this, but that's okay. I love stuff like this. You blame me? Yes, you should. Music themes, like what type of music people want to hear. I can tell you right now, on this keyboard, video game music and pop music and jazz are a way better fit than classical. I will tell you that. So this is what I would say about the screen time thing, and just this is my 2 cents. Billie Jean is not your lover, is it? Billie Jean isn't your lover? Tokyo Fuse, I've been all right. Hey, Mind Master. Oh, you got a Hackintosh? Oh, a Logic on your laptop and Ableton on your PC. Yeah. No, Apple goes through phases. I don't know the prices in Israel, but like the M1s are really affordable now. Oh, Tempest third movement. We can try a little bit, Pushu. It's going to be a little bit hard on this, but I don't care. I played this for my senior recital, actually. Hey, Mindflux. To wrap up on the screen time thing and the phone addiction thing, this is the one thing I'll say. I think everybody needs to know and do what's good for them, and I don't think there's a good box for that. Because, can I talk without moving lips? Probably not. There's no good box because, like, for example, me, I need to have my phone to be able to work because I'm doing social media management and all sorts of stuff. And I need my computer to work. So I'm on my screens all the time. I'm secretly a ventriloquist. Yes, exactly. But don't worry, we'll do the Tempest in 2 seconds. I just want to finish this thought because we were on this big old conversation about phone time and screen time and all of that. You have to understand these platforms have an adversarial relationship to you. What their interests are different than yours. And it's generally true with almost all advertisers. Not every advertiser. Some advertisers have a beneficial relationship because their product is genuinely good for you, and so they want to help you, and that's their marketing style. But that is not the way to make the maximum amount of money. The maximum amount of money is from selling people things they don't actually need. And so that is going to be where it becomes adversarial. And if you understand it's adversarial, then you can have a much better fighting stance. It's kind of like you're going to wrestle with somebody, but you don't know you're going to wrestle. They just come and tackle you. You're just going to fall right over. But if you can get braced, right, then you have a fighting chance. And that's what I would say about Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all these things. They want you to just be on your phone all the time. And if you're learning things, if you're enjoying it, wonderful. You're using that time well. If it's sucking your life out and you just need to go outside and touch grass and run and walk, I need that all the time. I walked like, I don't know, 10 miles yesterday. I desperately need time outside. So anyway, enough of that. Let's do some music. This is a little challenge on this. Oh, I ran out of room. We'll just go up the octave. And then back here. Okay, all right, buddy. I'm gonna remove that message and give you another chance. What do you want the pull on? You want for Elise, Louis? Sure. How do you donate? It's a little, it should be a little button on your screen. What do you mean waiting for Tempest? I literally just played it. Do you not know how the Tempest goes? Oh, I was doing the first movement. All right, I'll give you the third movement. You wanted the third movement. I'm sorry. You did want the third movement. Golden? Yeah, we can do golden. I also need to go back and play one thing for somebody earlier, extreme earlier. And then I gotta move. Man. Oh, okay. It's true. And then I run out of room. So then I have to do the and then I run out of it. Yeah, I know that's not for Elise. This is for Elise. Oh, Chopin enthusiast, Baroque or romantic? Oh, okay. We can do that as a poll. Here. I don't know why I have to always have yes or no as a category. Wait, no, I can't change it. Okay. Baroque, classical, romantic, or modern. There we go. We made a poll. Do I remember you? Yes, I do. Good bass vibrations. All right, we did a little bit of a yeah, I was about to say for Chopin enthusiast, he can't be his name. Furley's is probably what would have come to my mind when asked about piano music back then. Bach enthusiast, or ooh, even better. Why am I forgetting his name right now? Scarlatti enthusiast. How about a Scarlatti enthusiast? I love Bach. Not my favorite composer, but up there for sure. Donna, you asked what my favorite composer. What was that last song? This is Past Lives. Extreme asked for it forever ago. Hopefully they're still in. Gil Lang, people like classical, the genre, this much? I think there may have been a misunderstanding that this is all the genres of this. Tokyo Fuse, you wanted Golden? We'll do it. Haydn enthusiast? Never. I will never see someone write Haydn enthusiast. Hey, Cleanix. Gil Lang, hi. Hey, Ollie. What about Costa Rica by Bankroll Haydn? We can look it up. Yeah, I've watched Death Note. Uh-oh. Not my keyboard. Oh, my MIDI controller decided to just give up the ghost on that. Interesting. Now we have a note that's just staying on. Let's see if we can get rid of that. Hold on, let me kill GarageBand. This is a janky setup, I'm not gonna lie. The level of jank in this is pretty high. K-pop Demon Hunters, right? Yep, it is. What do we do here? Find music game or just talking? We do a variety of different things. Islam John, what you can do here is you can throw out a song and I will play it just literally off the top of my head. Yeah. We can do what it sounds like. Your toe hurts? What did you do to your toe? The jank makes it endearing? Yeah, that is what makes GarageBand. It is like a trip down memory lane. The first piece I played when I started playing piano was Chopin's Etudes. Can I play some rock and roll? Throw something out. Yeah. Just take those old records off the shelf. All right, Costa Rica. All right. You're gonna have to make me actually pull up a recording because that's not on anything. But that's
Customize!
Dances, fashion dance. Yeah, we can do Winter by Vivaldi.
Yeah, I'm bad, Hey, like Costa Rica, swipe a Visa 17, but I'm gonna be a millionaire. Drift a beam of bloody sneakers, pack of wood, and my
It's okay, I'm not scared about it. Okay, I got another poll for you guys. So let's see what we're doing here. So classic won by a landslide, and then romantic was a runner-up, and then modern and baroque were quite a bit away. A little sad, but that's okay. I got another poll for you guys. Here's my next poll. What is better video game music? C418, Toby Fox. I always forget her name. Lara Shinere. What is her name? So there's the Plants vs. Zombies composer. Lara Shigehara. Or Koji Kondo, which is probably a horrible matchup to do. But we'll do it. Can I do Toccata in Toccata in... Oh, you want this. As it was. All right, Triple the Threat. Oh, did Toby Fox do Pokemon as well? I thought he only did Undertale. Before I go Minecraft theme. Hey, Sarah Dugan. Okay. What do I think about Selena Gomez? Like her music, I'm guessing? Is what you're asking? Ba-da-da-da. Oh, thank you so much, Sarah Dugan. Much love back. I'd have to actually listen with a critical ear. I'm not gonna lie, most pop music I get exposed to through having someone ask me to play it, typically for an event. And so I just do not seek out pop music. I do not. Can I play another instrument? I can, Mo. Not right now, I'm in a hotel room. I have to say, Toby Fox has run an incredible ad campaign. Oh, what'd I say? Oh, yeah, Hakimi. I want to break that down for you. Absolutely. Boom, 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 boom. That is such a good song. Still in Boston? Boston area, yeah. That's the cool thing about Misty. That's the cool thing about touring on the East Coast versus where I am from, the Midwest. Everything is so far away in the Midwest. Everything is so close in the East Coast. It's much more like Europe. And people don't really drive very much in the East Coast compared to the Midwest. So like everything's in a different region too. If you played venues that were 40 minutes away from each other near where I live, people would not allow you to book them back to back because people would literally drive. Like it's normal for people in the Midwest to drive 40 minutes to get to an event. And so that basically means that they have these regions effectively where one venue will go, we're not going to book you if you're already playing this because our fans would not come out. I was playing Misty last night on a real acoustic piano backstage. It's fun. Started Hall Night today, so kind of biased towards Christopher Larkin. Yeah, Christopher Larkin's good. Toby Fox wins. Yeah, it looks like it is. You never really got a chance to travel that far. How was dinner with Trump? McDonald's hits kind of hard. Okay, all right. That's all I'll say about that. Good morning. Gonna start my day off with tea and your live stream. That's great. Okay. All right. Hikimi, I got help. I got help for you. So first of all, you got to get this bass line down. Now, the structure of what I say is it is a blues. Of course, Luke. Vote, guys. It looks like Toby Fox is winning. There's 15 votes right now. How many people? There's 38 watching. I'll let a couple more votes happen. But man, Toby Fox is crushing everybody else. Oh, C418 just jumped up. Wow. Toby Fox set a super unrealistic standard for creatives, though. He's a polymath that makes you feel like you can and need to do everything yourself. I'm very sensitive to Toby Fox's vision because that's totally what now it's a draw. It wasn't a draw when I first was looking at it. Here's the thing, though. Okay. Everyone has different experiences, but honestly, if you're trying to make something creative, yeah, we're gonna break down what I'd say in a second. If you're trying to do something creative, you can't wait for other people. I'm sorry, you just can't wait for other people. Yeah, people are too young to know who Koji Kondo is. Otherwise, it'd be an easy vote. Koji Kondo, I hate to say, I typically don't pull out the objective card, but objectively, you have to give it to Koji Kondo. He's the Nintendo composer. Like literally every Nintendo song that you're nostalgic for, he wrote. It's hard. The whole reason I made the poll is it's really hard. So I said you objectively have to give it to Koji Kondo. You don't have to objectively give it to Koji Kondo. I could even see a reason why you would vote for Laura Shiger. I cannot ever say her last name, but you know who I am. Anyway, back to Toby Fox for 2 seconds. I think, love right back at you, Pilo. I think the thing about Toby Fox that I like is when you try to do something and you have a very specific vision, it's very hard to actually get people. Putting Laura in was diabolical. Yeah, we can do Rude Buster. I'll play it for you, Christian Fish. Let me do Rude Buster and finish up my thoughts on Toby Fox, and then we'll do a little breakdown on what I'd say. So the thing about Toby Fox is he leaned on his strengths. His music is really, really good. The game, the actual mechanistics of the game is kind of meh, but the vision was super strong. And the thing is, you doing a super strong you doing something that is super strong is going to outweigh, like it's a finished product. He finished it, which is super cool, super duper cool. So I have mad respect for Toby Fox. I think it's actually, unlike Mustin Z, I think it's a model to be followed. If you have friends though, and you actually can get people to help you, then more power to you. I've never been able to. Laura is amazing. That's why I threw her in. I didn't realize, in that concept, it totally underrated, but I don't have very much keyboard space, but whatever. I know, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have friends. Exactly. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, here's a little bit of Marble Zone, and then we're going to go to What I'd Say. Hold up, how many keys are you playing on? 49. There's only 49 keys on here. Is the Mark Z suing Mark Z? Always. That's always what happens. If you haven't sued yourself before, are you even living? Hey, Official Ran. What are you officially? Are you a musician? Are you whatever? An influencer? Of course, Trinken. Make sure to like, subscribe. C418 one? Yeah, that's not too surprising. All right, I'll see ya. Sorry, I just closed the poll. I got the result I wanted, so I just closed it. If I was going to rank them, just to piss people off, I'm going to say this. If I was going to rank them, it would be Koji Kondo, then C418, and then Toby and Laura would be right next to each other. I don't think people understand how impressive C418 is. The amount of restraint it requires to make Minecraft music, again, I just don't think people are aware. No, it's not nostalgia. I'm telling you, I was a fully grown human being when I first heard C418. That dude... Mussorgsky, Fallout 4 theme? Yeah, I gotta go back. Let me do What I'd Say and then we'll go there. So, okay, we're at 12 bar, sorry, not 12 bar blues. We're a blues, right? So the first thing you wanna know is you wanna know these left-hand patterns. Oh, thank you. Go ahead and sub, yep. Thank you, appreciate it, Official Ran. We can definitely play Megalovania. Let me do what I promised to do though. So, okay, the hard part about playing this is doing that and... So you can cheat like I just did, Hakimi. Yeah, so we're in E major, but it's bluesy E major, which means that we're gonna have Ds a lot of times. Has their own thoughts, and I know a little of what C418 had gone through. Yeah, of course everyone has their own thoughts. That's what makes it a fun poll. Aria Math, we can definitely do Aria Math. So, okay, Hakira. Is that how you say it? Hakimi, sorry, Hakimi. I thought we were gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game called Music and Talking. So, Hakimi, when we're doing What I'd Say, the first thing that you wanna get down is that left-hand part. Then when this other part starts, you could get the left hand going with it. How come no sharps? Because even though it's E major, we're in blues. And blues borrows from the minor. Blues borrows from the minor. So again, I'm gonna try to keep this short, and then if you got more questions, I'd recommend joining the Discord. Thumb Warrior Music Creator is underrated. Thank you, Chirag. I do need, it's on my list of to-dos to get Thumb Warrior's music on Spotify and on Apple Music as a soundtrack, because I Of course, I'm biased, but I think there's a lot of bangers in there. Okay, so blues exists always in major and minor at the same time. And the one chord, the tonic of blues, is a dominant seventh chord. Yes, I'm going to say it again because that's super confusing and really weird if you come from a traditional music theory background. Blues exists always in both major and minor. So you have the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic, and the tonic chord, the one chord, is a dominant seventh chord. Yes, very odd. Now, in general, what you do is you favor major pentatonic when you're on the one chord, and you favor the minor pentatonic on the four chord. Okay, all right. Well, if we're just gonna do this, we're just gonna go all the way. There you go. We're getting addicted to polls now. Which do I prefer, major or minor? I have to go with minor just because there's more options, although the older I get, the more I like major. Azali is cool. Okay, so Hakimi, in terms of understanding this, let's say you want to play on this, the main thing I think about is thinking more major in that dominant seventh chord. So you have almost all major notes. You have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, but then D natural. That D natural is super important. And you can jam out on that. Why minor? It literally has more mathematical options than major. It literally has more mathematical options than major. That's why. Okay, so Hakimi, one last thing on this, and then I want to go and play Megalovania and these other songs that I said I'd play. What you're going to do is you're going to stick with major on the E, and then when you go to the A, you're going to be in minor. And then you have it. Yes, the independence of the hands is tough. So what you can do, Hakimi, to work on this part is you don't have to play the hands independently, honestly. You can do it more like back and forth. Now, with any hand independence part, can you read music? If you can read music, it's pretty straightforward because you just line them up. If you can't read music, you just have to listen for where the hands come together. So it's left, right, together, right, right, left, right. So that's what you have to do. That's the trick. So anyway, it's a hard song. Be patient with yourself. Yes, very slow. Exactly. I'll give you a little more Interstellar than I gave you earlier, and then we'll do Megalovania. Let the instinct do the rhythm. It's good if it works. If it doesn't work, then you're gonna have to do more than that. But I generally don't disagree, Chopin enthusiast. Hey, Pranav. When you can play it, you can play anything. I wouldn't go that far. Of course, Liam. We can do C418. Hey, Pranav. You know, here's the problem. I don't have enough room actually to play this on this in D, so we'll do it in E. Should we play it in all 12 keys? I'm just kidding. I'm from the. Oh man, people are trolling now. Honestly, in theory, pineapple should be good. It's even. It seems like where it should be. You're gonna fight Sans after this live for real? Pineapple is good on pizza? Currently resisting the urge to report this. Yeah, we can play Bohemian Rhapsody. We just played Cornfield Chase, but we could play it again. I know. We can do that. All right, we're gonna let some of these new people immediately get their request. We're just gonna go through this super fast. It is a great song. On played it for you. You know I already played Pop Can. We did Never Gonna Give You Up. We did it. Logan Legault, what do you want to hear? Come on. Thank you for playing your song. Have go. Yes, thank you. Subscribe, absolutely. Here's a little Megalovania. We'll do it in a different key. We'll do it in an F now. Yo, golden, which one? Golden hour, golden wind, golden whatever. Etude number 6, we can try some lists. Just don't spam. KSA Warzone, why aren't you in the Discord? The Big Goodbye by AGAR? Still the easiest enemy? Hey Logan, which one? Golden, again, are you talking, oh here, we'll just do a little bit of all of them. How about that? Yes, they do. And then I don't know why my brain's not thinking too much. New keyboard, otherwise known as mashed potatoes, exactly. Here's a little bit of fantasy. Wait, do I even have enough room to even play? You not that one? From the Demons. Wow, this is not easy on this keyboard. Already done for Elise. All right, let's get a little more concentrated here. Yes, let's do Clair de Lune. I like Clair de Lune as an idea. Logan, can you just tell me which one you want to hear? Like, actually tell me which golden? There's a million goldens. Yeah, triple the threat? Sure. Yeah, I will throw that out there. I'll do it. Just for you. He meant golden? Okay. We can do a little bit of it. All right. Go have fun, Chopin enthusiasts. Falling down, we can do that. All right, we'll make all your dreams come true, Zekaru. It's all good. I think I understand. Logan. We'll get to that in 2 seconds. What's the hardest song you play? That is like my least favorite question, because the issue with that question, Undertale fan, is difficulty is mostly conceptual. Meaning, if you don't understand something, it's hard to play. And so. We can play Rushy. Can rock songs be played with lead sheets? Everything can be played with lead sheets. Lead sheets are fantastic. They're fantastic. Here's the chorus of Golden. And then we'll do Rushy. Yeah, Undertale fan. Man, I don't have enough room for this. I do not have enough room for that. This right here is awesome. Thank you. Changing from exciting to sad, then changing it again to the other. Emotional damage. Could you give a quick and sweet lesson about blues? Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. Silent Night. Why are we so into... Christmas is still pretty far away. Does life get hard after age 35? Okay. I only know as long as I've lived, but what I can tell you is you trade certain things being really easy and taken for granted for experience and knowledge of what you actually want out of life. So I feel like if you're really actually pushing and you're really thinking through what you're interested in doing in life, no, I really don't think it is. I'm in the best shape of my life. I have a clear vision of what I want out of life. I have more different things. So it makes a big difference. It makes a really big difference. I can hear the AI playing in the background. Oh yeah, exactly. All right. Let's talk through some blues. Yeah, I mean you're on the right track, Zekaru. I wouldn't quite say it that way. It's really cold out here, so most people in Canada thinks it's winter. That's funny. Know something? I'm in Canada. That's funny. Yeah, it is so much the perspective. Yeah. No, I'm in the United States, so it's not as cold yet here. Pranav, hey Schlock. You wish it was cold? Our averages are about 110. Wow. Yeah, everybody wishes for different weather. Moonlight Sonata, we did a little bit. We're not going to do too much. Yeah, I know. The key tapping sounds get out of hand. Okay, so let's do blues in 2 seconds, but let me just finish up thoughts on aging, because, we get into all the serious stuff. Here's the thing about, first of all, about health. Unless some people, unfortunately, have certain conditions that's going to make it really hard. But if you're not one of those, Canada, 51st state, hilarious. If you're not one of those people that have that, if you're just a normal person in terms of health, then literally your health is what you make it. If you stay active, if you walk, if you exercise regularly, then Thoughts on Aging is a sick album name. Yeah, it totally is. No, I totally see you, TRQR. I'll pull up. I feel like I've played this before, but I will pull it up. The Big Goodbye. Oh, no. Wait, no. Okay. All right. Yeah. I got it for you. Carol of the Bells. Everybody loves Carol of the Bells. B-flat King. We could do blues in B-flat. Hey, modern gaming. In the winter, town is like negative 40 degrees. Oof. Ouch. Please stop making music. Nope. Sorry, too bad. Can you give me the Zuck? Nope, no one can have the Zuck. Okay. So on the health side, but it's so much your mentality. If you decide that aging is a slow ride off into the sunset and you just need to debilitate, then you will. Do you just debilitate? Absolutely. Like my daughters, they do gymnastics, and I remember one of them was like, "Hey Dad, do this trick with me." And I did it and I didn't quite land right. My back was screwed up for forever. Also, I literally sat down and lied down on the floor once, and because I was at my sister's house, and I was like, I don't need a mattress. Totally screwed up. So yeah, it definitely, yeah, it gets better. Life is what you make it, is basically what I'm gonna say. Life is what you make it. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of blues, a blues lesson, and then we'll do the big goodbye. And we can do Carol of the Bells. I know you want to hear Christmas songs. We can do Carol of the Bells. It's more of a meme song, so we can do that. Sweden by 418. Do I like sports? In theory, yes, but in practice, no. I don't really play different sports. I don't really watch sports. But being physically active is really, really... I do like playing sports when I got the time, but I just don't really have too much. Okay, all right. So blues. Here's a very quick, down and dirty blues lesson. You have your major scale, your major pentatonic. So let's say you're in the key of G major. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And then you have your minor pentatonic. 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. No sex after 35? Why in the world would you stop? We don't need to get explicit here, but why in the world would there be no sex after 35? You settle down and have a wife, and anyway, that's all I'm going to say. So you have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to mix and match these. And you can just mix and match them however you want. Right? You can just mix and match however you want. But, Mustnzy, oh man, yes, literally the Villages in Florida is known as like the STD capital of the United States, because it's all the retired people doing their business, and they think they don't need protection because they're because they're retired and they're beyond the age of making babies. They are wild. Okay, no, we will do the big goodbye, don't worry. So what you're gonna wanna do is mix up major and minor. And I would say the best way to do it is to think major on the 1 chord, minor on the 4 chord, and then whatever you want on the others. All in the same key, yes. No, not relative, parallel. Parallel, not relative, parallel. That's the trick, Potsy. So blues and rock, and to be honest, even going into pop and folk, they exist in this weird dimension where major and minor are on top of each other. They're not separate concepts. They're alternative changing things depending on their mood. So for example, you're playing and you're like a little happy and you're like, yeah, ba, 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 da, ba, ba. But then you're feeling a little sad. So then you do the minor. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, da. And then you're feeling a little conflicted. So you do a little bit of both. That's the real blues trick. How to handle performance anxiety while playing instruments in front of a large audience. Be prepared would be the first thing I'd say. I know that's not probably what you're looking for, but a lot of people under-prepare and that's why they're nervous. There's the big goodbye for you. Now, just the two of us. I would say as well, so for handling performance anxiety, a lot of it is also habituation, so becoming used to it. So you can actually set up people, you can simulate performance anxiety quite easily. Not every type, some people get performance anxiety exclusively with bigger crowds, but what you can do is that's the Fortnite song? It really is? Oh, okay, that song, okay. I didn't know that, cool. A You're welcome, Raporv. So one of the tricks you can do is you can get together a group of friends or somebody else. Yeah, it's because we're all over the place, and again, it just waxes and wanes. I need to be done soon anyway. Again, being on tour is just not ideal. Every setup's going to be a little bit harder to get set up and all that. So don't worry about it, Zekaru. Before a gig, that I should be able to play the piece 10 times back to back without error. That is a noble standard. I tend to go with the rule that's 3 times with no errors, but 10 is even better. I mean, it may be a little too much. You may get a little anxiety to try to do it that well. Yes, that is a fantastic suggestion. So open mics, playing in front of your church or religious organization, they tend to have time that you can play before or after service, or even during if it's a religious piece. For friends, like find places you can perform and get used to it. Also, here's one underrated hack. Know what you've eaten and drunk that day. Like if you just had a cup of coffee and no food, your nerves are gonna be crazy. But you don't want to overeat. But that's the type of thing that really actually can help. And it is getting your reps in. And kind of I'll reverse the thing that I said at the beginning. When you are preparing, be okay with playing for people and making errors. But when you are actually setting up for that big performance, then really dial it in and really get all that down. Hey, Cube Gaming. Unfortunately, I'm gonna actually be leaving. So you just showed up to say goodbye, but that's okay. All right, you guys are awesome. Like, subscribe, all that lovely jazz.